My child, stop exactly where you are right now. This is not coincidence bringing you to these words. This is divine intervention at a moment when everything in your life is about to become clear. I need you to understand something critical before we go any further. What you are about to hear will explain the chaos you have been experiencing, the relationships that crumbled without warning, the opportunities that dissolved in your hands, the people who showed you their true faces when you least expected it. These were not random disappointments. They were orchestrated revelations, and I am the one who orchestrated them. Listen closely, my beloved. These words are not for everyone scrolling past. They are specifically for those who have felt the ground shifting beneath them lately. Those who have watched masks fall from faces they trusted. Those who have seen the facade crack and wondered if they were losing their mind, or if something deeper was happening. You are not losing your mind. You are gaining sight. Stay with me through what I am about to reveal, because by the time we finish this conversation, you will understand why I allowed everything to fall apart, and you will thank me for it. My child, I am exposing the false foundations you were building your life upon. I know this has been devastating. I saw you the night you discovered the truth about that person you trusted. I was there when you read that message, when you overheard that conversation, when the evidence became undeniable. I watched you sit in your car in the parking lot, staring at nothing, trying to process how someone could lie to your face for so long. I saw you in the shower where the water mixed with your tears and you let yourself finally break because no one could hear you there. You felt betrayed. You felt foolish. You replayed every conversation in your mind, searching for the signs you missed, beating yourself up for not seeing it sooner. But pause. What you are interpreting as your failure was actually my protection. What you are seeing as loss was actually rescue. That person you trusted was leading you toward a cliff. That opportunity that seemed so perfect was a trap designed to limit your destiny. That relationship that felt so comfortable was actually keeping you from the connections I have prepared for you. I had to let you see the truth, not to hurt you, but to free you. This is urgent because you are standing at a crossroads. You can stay bitter about the unveiling, or you can become grateful for it. You can resent me for allowing you to be hurt, or you can trust me for preventing something far worse. The choice you make in this moment will determine whether you step into your next season with wisdom or with wounds. My beloved, do you remember how that situation felt right before the truth came out? You had this nagging sense that something was off, a discomfort in your spirit you could not quite name. You tried to dismiss it as paranoia, as insecurity, as overthinking, but it was not any of those things. It was me whispering to your spirit, warning you, preparing you. And when the truth finally broke open, as painful as it was, did you not also feel a strange sense of relief? Because at least now you knew. At least now the vague uneasiness had a name. At least now you were not crazy for feeling what you felt. That relief, my child, was the first breath of freedom. My child, I am removing people from your path who were never meant to go where I am taking you. I know you wanted them to be permanent. I know you invested years, energy, love, trust. I know you made sacrifices for these relationships. I know you defended them to others who tried to warn you. And now you feel not just hurt but humiliated, like you should have known better, like you wasted precious time. But nothing was wasted. Every season had a purpose. They were in your life for a reason, but that reason has now expired. They were stage 1 relationships, and you are launching into stage 2. Think of it like this. A rocket launching into space has multiple stages. Each stage is absolutely essential for that phase of flight. But when that phase is complete, the stage must separate and fall away. If it stays attached, it becomes dead weight that will drag the entire rocket down and prevent it from reaching its destination. This is what I am doing. I am releasing dead weight, not because those people are worthless, but because their season in your story is complete. Where you are going, they cannot follow, not because of any judgment on them, but because of the specific calling on you. The altitude I am taking you to requires a different atmosphere, and some people simply cannot breathe at that altitude. If I forced them to come along, it would suffocate them, and it would limit you, so I am letting them go. Sometimes gently, sometimes abruptly, always purposefully. If you sense in your spirit that this truth is for you, If you recognize your own story in what I am saying, I want you to do something right now. Type 999 in the comments. These 3 nines represent the completion of a season and the beginning of a new one, the end of one chapter and the opening of the next. When you type 999, you are making a declaration. I release what is finished. I embrace what is coming. I trust God's timing. This is not superstition. This is spiritual agreement. And when you align your will with my timing, things shift in the unseen realm. Type 999 if you are ready to let go, my child. I am clearing your vision after years of looking through distorted lenses. You have been seeing people and situations through filters of your own hope, your own desperation for things to work out, your own need to believe the best in everyone. These are beautiful qualities, my beloved. Your capacity to hope, to believe, to give people the benefit of the doubt, these come from me. I created you with a tender heart. I gave you the ability to see potential in people. But the enemy has weaponized your strengths against you. He has used your hope as a blindfold. He has used your faith in people as a way to keep you entangled with those who were draining your purpose. So I am removing the filters. I am giving you eyes to see things as they actually are, not as you wish they were. And yes, this is painful. Reality without the softness of denial is harsh. It is like turning on bright lights in a room you have been sitting in with dim lamps. Everything looks different. Flaws you did not notice before become glaringly obvious. The dust you did not see now shows up in sharp relief. The cracks in the foundation are suddenly undeniable. But this harsh light, my child, is the light of truth, and truth is the only foundation strong enough to build your future on. Illusions feel comfortable, but they collapse under pressure. Truth feels uncomfortable, but it holds up under any weight. I would rather you be uncomfortable in truth than comfortable in delusion, because where I am taking you requires absolute clarity. The calling on your life is too important to be built on fantasy. You are about to step into rooms where discernment is not optional. It is survival. You are about to carry influence where one wrong alliance could destroy what took years to build. You are about to speak into lives where your words will have weight, and you cannot afford to be naive about the people around you. So I am training your eyes to see. I am sharpening your discernment. I am teaching you to trust the uneasiness in your spirit when something is not right. Even if you cannot yet articulate why, this gift of sight will protect you in the season ahead. What feels like loss of innocence is actually gain of wisdom. My child, I am revealing the hidden agendas that were operating around you. There were people in your life who smiled to your face while undermining you behind closed doors. There were people who celebrated you publicly while resenting you privately. There were people who acted like they wanted your success but were secretly hoping you would fail. I know this is difficult to accept. You want to believe everyone has good intentions. You want to trust that people mean what they say. But my beloved, the heart is deceitful above all things. Apart from my transforming work, human nature defaults to self-interest, to competition, to jealousy disguised as concern. I am not saying everyone is evil. I am saying everyone is human, and humans, when operating from their wounded places rather than from my healing, will hurt you. Not always intentionally, but the damage is the same whether it is intentional or not. So I have been exposing the hidden dynamics, letting you see who was really in your corner and who was only there for what they could get from you, showing you who genuinely celebrated your wins and who felt threatened by them, revealing who spoke well of you when you were not in the room and who assassinated your character the moment you left. This has been crushing, I know. You have cried yourself to sleep over some of these revelations. You have felt sick to your stomach as the pieces clicked into place. You have questioned everything you thought you knew about people. But I tell you, pause. Every revelation, no matter how painful, is a gift. Every exposed agenda is a trap you will no longer walk into. Every unveiled betrayal is protection from future harm. Would you rather know the truth and adjust your course, or stay blind and walk deeper into danger? Would you rather feel the pain of discovery now, or the devastation of total collapse later? I chose the mercy of early warning. I chose to show you now, while you still have time to protect yourself, while you still have the strength to rebuild, while you still have the opportunity to surround yourself with the right people before you step into greater levels of influence. This unveiling is not punishment, it is preparation, my child. I am restoring your ability to trust, but teaching you where to place that trust. You have been wounded by people you trusted, and now you are tempted to swing to the opposite extreme, to trust no one, to build walls so high that nothing can hurt you again. But that is not the answer. Isolation is not safety. Suspicion is not wisdom. Walls that keep everyone out also keep you locked in. What I am teaching you is discernment. How to trust me completely while being wise about people. How to have an open heart while maintaining healthy boundaries. How to extend grace while not ignoring red flags. How to hope for the best while preparing for the worst. This is the balance of the kingdom, not naive trust that gets trampled, not cynical suspicion that makes you hard, but spirit-led wisdom that allows you to navigate relationships with both love and discernment. I am your ultimate security. People will always have the capacity to disappoint you, even the best people, even those who genuinely love you, because people are human, and humans are flawed. But I am not human. I am God, and I never fail. I never betray. I never have hidden agendas. I never love you one moment and abandon you the next. When your trust is rooted in me, people's failures can hurt you, but they cannot destroy you. You can love deeply without losing yourself. You can invest in relationships without making them your source. You can be vulnerable without being foolish. This is the freedom I am bringing you into. Not the freedom to never be hurt again, that is impossible in a broken world, but the freedom to be hurt without being devastated, to be disappointed without being destroyed, to be betrayed without becoming bitter. Because your foundation is not in them. Your foundation is in me, and I am unshakable. My beloved one, if you feel this message resonating in the core of your being, if you are recognizing your own journey in these words, I need you to take action right now. Type 777 in the comments. These numbers represent divine perfection, complete alignment with my plan for your life. When you type 777, you are declaring, I choose to trust God's process. I choose to see these unveilings as protection, not punishment. I choose to let go of what God is removing and embrace what He is bringing. This is more than a comment. This is a covenant moment between you and me. Type 777. My child, I am awakening divine authority within you that has been dormant too long. You have walked through life feeling powerless, feeling like circumstances control you, feeling like people have power over your peace, your joy, your destiny. But that ends now. The authority I am awakening in you is not arrogance. It is not about dominating people or demanding your way. True authority is spiritual, not positional. It is the quiet confidence that comes from knowing who you are in me and whose you are. When you walk in this authority, things shift around you. Spirits recognize it. Atmospheres change when you enter. Words carry weight when you speak. Prayers get answered in ways that defy natural explanation. But this authority has requirements. You cannot carry it in compromise. You cannot walk in it while tolerating sin. You cannot access it while harboring unforgiveness. You cannot operate in it while building your life on lies. This is why the unveiling had to happen. I had to expose the false foundations before I could establish you in true authority. I had to remove the compromised relationships before I could connect you with covenant relationships. I had to clear out the counterfeit before I could release the authentic. Everything I have been removing was blocking your authority. Every person I separated you from was draining the anointing. Every situation I closed down was limiting your effectiveness. Now that the space is cleared, now that the foundations are clean, now I can begin to build what I always intended. An authority in you that breaks chains off others. A power in your prayers that shifts situations. A presence in your life that causes demons to flee and angels to gather. You are about to discover dimensions of spiritual authority you never knew existed. Not because you earned it, but because you endured the process of purification that prepares you to carry it. My child, I am positioning you for the future I spoke over you before you were born. Do you remember the dreams you had as a younger person? The sense of calling that burned in you before life beat it out of you. The vision you carried before disappointment convinced you to lower your expectations. That was not fantasy, that was prophecy. That was me showing you what I created you for. And everything that has happened since then, every detour, every delay, every devastation has been preparing you to fulfill that original vision. You thought you missed your moment. You thought you were too old, too damaged, too far behind. You looked at younger people stepping into what you once dreamed of and you felt like you lost your chance. But you were never in competition with anyone else. Your lane is your lane, your timing is my timing, and your season has not passed. It has just arrived. Everything you went through was curriculum. The betrayals taught you discernment. The losses taught you to hold things loosely. The waiting taught you patience. The pain taught you compassion. The desert taught you to depend on me alone. You were not delayed. You were developed. You were not forgotten. You were fashioned. You were not passed over. You were prepared. And now, the preparation is complete. The wilderness season is ending. The unveiling that has been so painful is the final stage before the revealing of who you really are and what you are really called to do. The people I am bringing into your life now will be different from anyone you have known. They will not compete with you. They will complement you. They will not drain you. They will not drain you. They will pour into you. They will not use you. They will champion you. The opportunities opening before you will not be the ones you begged for in the past. They will be greater than anything you knew to ask for. They will align with your gifts, honor your boundaries, and accelerate your purpose in ways that only I could orchestrate. The favor that is about to rest on you will confound those who counted you out. The restoration that is coming will silence those who wrote you off. The breakthrough that is manifesting will prove that my timing is always perfect, even when it makes no sense to the natural mind. My child, I am calling you to make a decision that will seal this moment in time. I am asking you to speak 2 words out loud right now, not in your head where doubt can argue with you, but with your voice, where you hear yourself, where I hear you, and where every spiritual force in operation around you must take note. Say this: I will. I will trust God's process even when it hurts. I will release what God is removing even when I want to hold on. I will step into what God is revealing even when I feel unqualified. I will walk in the authority God is awakening even when I feel afraid. I will believe in the future God has spoken even when my past contradicts it. I will. These 2 words are not just agreement, they are surrender. They are the moment your will aligns completely with mine. And when that alignment happens, heaven moves on your behalf. Did you say it out loud? Then it is done. That declaration just shifted something in the spiritual realm. Angels are moving, demons are retreating, doors are unlocking, paths are clearing. What was blocked is opening, what was delayed is accelerating. Now, I need you to take one practical step today, not tomorrow. Today, one action that demonstrates your faith in what I am doing. It does not have to be big, it can be small, but it has to be today. Call the person I have been prompting you to call. Send the message I have been urging you to send. Research the thing I have been highlighting to you. Set aside time to pray about the dream I have been rekindling. Take the first step toward the goal I have been placing on your heart, one step today. To prove to yourself and to me that you are serious about this next season, that you are not just hearing these words but acting on them. Faith without works is dead, but faith with even the smallest action is alive and powerful move. Today, finally, write down today's date, mark it, because this is the day everything changed. This is the day the unveiling became the revealing. This is the day you stopped running from the truth and started running toward your destiny. Months from now, when you are walking in the fullness of what I am releasing, you will look back at this moment and recognize it as the hinge point. The moment when everything pivoted, when the pain of the past became the power for your future, when loss became gain, when devastation became destination. My child, you are not alone in this transition. All around the world at this exact moment there are others just like you who are hearing this message, who are experiencing their own unveiling, who are making the choice to trust me with what I am removing so they can receive what I am releasing. You are part of a movement, a generation of people who have been through the fire and are emerging as gold, who have been in the wilderness and are stepping into the promised land. who have felt forgotten but are about to be featured. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it, someone who is going through their own unveiling and feeling alone in it, someone who needs to know that the pain has purpose, that the exposure is protection, that the loss is leading to something greater. When you share this, you become a messenger of hope. You extend what I am doing in you to others who desperately need to know they are not crazy. They are not cursed. They are being positioned. My beloved child, I am so proud of you. Proud that you stayed, proud that you listened, proud that you had the courage to face truth even when it hurt, proud that you chose faith over fear. The unveiling is almost complete. The revealing is about to begin. Everything you lost was making room for everything you are about to gain. Everyone who left was making space for everyone I am sending. Every door that closed was protecting you from what would have harmed you and pointing you toward what will fulfill you. You thought the story was over. I am telling you it has just begun. You thought you missed your chance. I am telling you your chance is now. You thought the best was behind you. I am telling you the best is ahead of you. Walk forward, my child. Walk in the authority I have given you. Walk in the discernment I have sharpened. Walk in the freedom truth has brought. Walk in the confidence that you are exactly where you are supposed to be, exactly when you are supposed to be here. The season of unveiling has ended. The season of revealing has begun, and what I am about to reveal through you will astound everyone who thought they knew your limits. This is your moment. This is your time. Everything you need is already in motion. Everything you have been asking for is on its way. Everything you thought was impossible is about to become your testimony. Believe it, receive it, walk in it. I am with you. I have always been with you. I will never leave you. And I will complete the good work I have begun. Be blessed, my beloved. Be very blessed. For your story is not over. It is just getting started. This is my word to you. Let it be done according to your faith.